everyone. Hello. Welcome to my show. So today it is a little bit unexpected because my college just called me and I don't know what's going to happen to my enrollment there. I don't know because they called me about what I have what I have told them regarding my transcript, but I don't know. They called me and something doesn't seem right here, so we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. But anyways, let me get the music here real quick. Give me a second. All right. Okay. So I'm going to get. I got the link now. Okay. 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 Here we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I'll move a little volume here. All right. Wait. There you guys. Perfect. Okay. So, where should we begin here? Since Bitcoin is not with me, PG since not with me today. So perhaps like we can start right here. But see if we have to Q and A. You see, let's see if we have to do Q and A. Okay, looks like we have no Q and A at the moment for Cafe Q and A. Let me check the Asphere's Cafe Q and A entries here for Google Forms. Alright, looks like there's none either, so there are no new entries so far, so yeah. Anyways, just a reminder for all the viewers and listeners out there. We are open to answering your questions with Cafe Q&A. So if you wanna get your questions answered, you can now submit your questions right there in the video description below for Google Forms. And if you are part of your Discord server, you can join me in Ask Your Q&A text channel, and I'll look into it in real time. Okay, so let's go with the first things first with what's on the cafe. So give me a second. Let's start with the tag here. Okay. Oh, oh boy. Boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, guys. Oh boy. Here's the first tech headline to cover on what's on the cafe. Google only just rolled out AI summaries in search results, and now they're getting ads. In an update on Tuesday, Google says it will soon start testing search and shopping ads within AI overviews for users in the United States. In the example shared by Google, the search engine's AI overview list responds to the question, "How do I get wrinkles out of clothes?" Beneath the AI generated suggestions, there's a new sponsor section with a carousel showing wink, winkle spray you can buy from places like Walmart and Instacart. Yeah, definitely I can get up the ads there. Oof. Google says it will display ads in AI overviews when they're relevant to both the query and the information in the AI overview. Advertisers that already run certain campaigns through Google will automatically become eligible to appear in AI overviews. As we move forward, we will continue to test and learn new formats, getting feedback from advertisers and the industry, Google writes. There aren't any details on when exactly Google will start testing ads in AI overviews, but it kind of defeats the purpose of using AI to get a quick summary of what you're looking for. If anything, it looks like it will just clutter that experience even more. Yeah, I will have to agree with what the Verge has said there. I will have to agree what they said. Yeah, it's just going to make it messier. So I really don't think the sponsor results should appear in AI summary. So yeah, there's that. Things are not looking good for Human. The startup behind the poorly reviewed AI pen wearable computer is already hunting for a potential buyer for its business. That's according to the report from Bloomberg, which says the company, led by former longtime Apple employees Imran Chowdhury and Red Ani Bongi or no, is seeking a price of between 750 million and $1 billion. That might be a top sale. That might be a top sale after the 700 AI pins debuted. The device has been widely panned for its slow response and a user experience that falls well short of the always-on wearable AI assistant concept that its founders promised in the run-up to the device release. The product was pitched at least partially as a way for people to be more present and reduce their ever-growing dependence on smartphones. Human developed its own operating system called Comps OS that runs on the AI pin. It hooks into a network of AI models to fetch answers for voice queries and to analyze what the built-in camera is pointed at. For some interactions, the device beams out a laser display that is projected onto the wearers in their palm. A mod-based subscription is required to keep the device alive. The Bloomberg report notes that Human has raised $230 million from investors, including OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, who is rumored to be developing an unrelated product in collaboration with legendary Apple designer Johnny Ive that could better showcase AI's promise. Human was valued at $850 million by investors in 2023, but that was before its first ever product was universally criticized by reviewers. There are some novel and clever ideas in there, but the AI Pen's software is underbaked and too inconsistent, and the hardware has exhibited poor battery life and overheating issues. Human has pledged to address some of those bugs with firmware updates. Just last week, it rolled out OpenAI's GPT-4o model to further enhance the device smarts. The list of potential buyers for Human seems quite small considering the price that the startup is hoping to fetch. Amazon, Apple, Google, Meta, and Microsoft are all making significant pushes into the AI realm, with large language models and generative AI becoming more prevalent by the day, but it's unclear how much value Human's intellectual property would really bring to any of their ongoing efforts. Yikes! It's a big yikes for a small AI company that their your pin already flopped. Yikes. 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 And we will have one more tech headline before we go into commercial break. A useful perk has been included in the latest Android update for Google TV that should make it easier to find missing remotes. Android Authority reports that the beta release for Android 14 for TV, announced during last week's Google I/O conference, contains reference to a new Find My Remote feature. One text string found within the update reads as follows: there is a button on your Google TV that you can push to play a sound on your remote for 30 seconds. This only works with supported Google TV remote controls. To stop the sound, press any button on your remote. AFTV News, also known as Amazon Fire TV News, found the same message is displayed on Google TV 4K Pro streaming box that Walmart released earlier this month with support for the new Find My Remote feature. It also shows a toggle to enable or disable it, and a button to test the sound. The remote finding feature can be triggered by pressing a button on the front of the streaming box, according to AFTV News, which then causes the bundle remote to beep and flash a small LED light if it's within 30 feet of the streaming box. Seeing support for Find My Remote in Android 14 suggests it isn't a Walmart exclusive and will be coming to other Google TV devices. Obviously, older Google TV remotes that lack a built-in speaker won't be able to support the feature even when connected to Google TV devices updated to Android 14. The Verge has asked Google to clarify when the Android 14 for TV update will be generally available and what devices will be supported. Okay, so now that we have covered the first three tech headlines right here on What's at the Cafe, I have something important stuff.
Huwag maglilipat, magbabalik pa. Meet Pamilya Kalimot.
Yay! Konti na lang! Tapos na tong school project ko! Lagot! Today pala deadline nito!
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Bakit nga ba ako pumasok dito sa kusina?
Ano nga ba kukunin ko?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Incorrect password? Ano nga ba yung password ko?
Hassle kapag baka kalimutin, di ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold. Pure and natural bako pamonyera. Memo Plus Gold. Lamang ang brainy good.
Palagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Bye, buhag-haggard hair! Hello, new Cream Silk Vitamin Boost! Pinalaki with 30% more versus 10 ml Unilever sachet for all day no buhag-hag. It's a non-conditioning shampoo and with regular use for up to 24 hours. Mag Cream Silk Vitamin Boost every day! Pinakabagong Surf! New Surf Active Clean Instant Galing! Instant ang white, instant ang bango. Mula babad, instant white, instant bango. Whitens in as fast as 1.5 minutes. Based on internal technical tests on cotton after one wash. Results may vary. New Surf Active Clean Instant Galing. Surf Singaling na mamahalin. Versus Brand X based on technical tests on polyester.
Yeah, Remo, breakfast.
Big day today, Dad!
Then you need a bigatin sandwich. Ladies' Choice Ham Spread. Made with real ham and farm-fresh eggs. Meaty busog?
Sarap!
Ready na?
Busog pa!
Starts at 12 pesos SRP.
Laging constipated? Bakit di mo subukan mag-Santon Plus Gold? May taglay na anthracinones. Kilala bilang mahusay na panlaban sa anumang uri ng digestive problems. Santon Plus Gold. Mas pinalakas, mas pinahusay. Santon Plus Gold. Mabibili sa inyong mga suking butika.
Handa ka na bang rock and roll tuwing hapon? Tara na sa Rock Weekdays! Mapa 4 or OPM? Sagot na namin yan! Kasama si GDG. Lunes hanggang Biyernes, 4:50 ng hapon. Humid pa nga dito sa Rock Weekdays! Dito lang sa 99.5 Cool FM dahil mapapakul ka dito.
Ate, pabili.
Ano sa'yo?
Pick me, high, refresh, sarap, pick me. Magnolia, healthy, and fruit drink. Hulas o pagod ka, mag-break mona't magpa-refresh. Pick your favorite fruit flavor, para sa'yo to, besh.
Refresh sarap ang hanap, mag-Magnolia Health Tea and Fruit Drink. May refreshing goodness ng apple, strawberry, lemon, grape, and mango flavors for that feeling good sarap.
Magnolia, feeling good, sarap.
10 pesos SRP lang. Punta na sa suking tindahan. From traffic lights to bright lights, adventure sites, and chill nights. Basta Sunsilk with regular use, may lugar-ready hair ka anytime, anywhere. Use Sunsilk Smooth and Manageable with Active Infusion, made with a blend of flower oils, vitamin B3, and collagen. Now with its best-ever fragrance versus previous formulations. Sunsilk, $2.25 lang per wash based on sachet SRP.
Naghahanap ba kayo ng DJ pero hindi pala siya nagsasalita?
What?
Nagagawa lang yan ng Cool FM with your DJ, Chit Chit Merienda. Dito lang yan sa Chat with Chit every Saturdays and Sundays sa 99.5 Cool FM. Mapapa-cool ka dito!
Sun make light so bright with my friends. Show off my light in the club or in the sun. Sun make light, let's have fun. Da 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 da. Show your light, your sun make light anytime, anywhere. Like dito, like doon. Sun make light, show your light, yeah. I don't like lifeless worries 'cause it don't calories. Like dito, like doon. Sun make light.
I keep coming back to the light life. Into the light life, sun make light.
Drink responsibly.
Tara here, San Mig Light here. Sa suki mong tindahan. Bili na. Drink responsibly.
More than just music while you work. 99.5 Cool FM.
Cool FM number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Nationwide.
Alright, welcome back to Cafe, everyone. So let's continue with what's on the cafe. Actually, before we continue with what's on the cafe, as promised, our entries for Cafe Q&A is still open. So if you have any questions if you have any questions to be answered, feel free to submit your questions on Google Forms right now in the video description below on both TVH Network and AspMedia channels and on your Discord server. Anyways, give me a second. I'm speaking in private right now. Anyways, now let's continue with what's on the cafe. Oops. Okay. Alright. Where do I continue here? Alright. Here we go again about the Open AI and ChatGPT. Scarlett Johansson says that OpenAI asked her to be the voice behind ChatGPT, but that when she declined, the company went ahead and created a voice that sounded just like her. In a statement shared to NPR, Johansson says that she's now been forced to hire legal counsel and has sent 2 letters to OpenAI inquiring how the someone like ChatGPT voice known as Sky was made. Johansson writes, last September, I received an offer from some altman who wanted to hire me to voice the current ChatGPT 4.0 system. She says that Altman contacted her agent as recently as 2 days before the company first demoed the ChatGPT voice, asking for her to reconsider. Altman has made it clear that he admires Johansson's work. He said that Her, which features Johansson as an AI voice assistant, is his favorite film after the ChatGPT event last week. He posted the word Her, seemingly in reference to the voice demo the company presented, which featured an assistant that sounded just like Johansson. In a statement provided to The Verge after this article was published, Altman said, "The voice of Sky is not Scarlett Johansson's, and it was never intended to resemble hers. We cast the voice actor behind Sky's voice before any outreach to Miss Johansson. Out of respect for Miss Johansson, we have paused using Sky's voice in our products. We are sorry to Miss Johansson that we didn't communicate better." OpenAI announced early Monday morning that it was pulling the voice of Sky to address questions about how we chose the voice in ChatGPT. Johansson says she was shocked, angered, and in disbelief over how eerily similar the voice of Sky sounded to herself. OpenAI said the voice comes from an actor who they hired who is speaking in their normal speaking voice. The company declined to share the actor's name, citing privacy concerns. The voice of Sky has been available since OpenAI launched ChatGPT's voice one last September. But the connection to Johansson wasn't as clear until last week when OpenAI demoed an updated AI model that made the voice more expensive. The demo had an uncanny similarity to Johansson's assistant in Her, leading to headlines and even a Saturday Night Live joke about the comparison. At least for the time being, Johansson seems to just want an explanation. She says she's looking for resolution in the form of transparency and has asked OpenAI to detail the exact process by which they created the voice of Sky. OpenAI CTO Mira Murati previously told The Verge that the voice of Sky was not designed to sound like Johansson. Earlier today, Jonen Jan, model behavior lead at OpenAI, told The Verge that the company was in conversations with Johansson's representative over their concerns. A representative for Johansson sent the same statement to The Verge. It's printed in full below, so here's what they say in full. Last September, I received an offer from some altman who wanted to hire me to voice the current ChatGPT 4.0 system. He told me that he hoped that by my voicing the system, I could bridge the gap between tech companies and creatives and help consumers to feel comfortable with the seismic shift concerning humans and AI. He said he felt that my voice would be comforting to people. After much consideration and for personal reasons, I declined the offer. 9 months later, my friends, family, and the general public all noted how much the newest system named Sky sounded like me. When I heard the release demo, I was shocked, angered, and disbelieved that Mr. Altman would pursue a voice that sounded so eerily dissimilar to mine that my closest friends and news outlets could not tell the difference. Mr. Altman even insinuated that the similarity was intentional, tweeting a single word, Her, a reference to the film in which I voiced a chat system, Samantha, who forms an intimate relationship with a human. 2 days before the ChatGPT 4.0 demo was released, Mr. Altman contacted my agent, asking me to reconsider. Before we could connect, the system was out there. As a result of their actions, I was forced to hire legal counsel who wrote 2 letters to Mr. Altman and OpenAI, setting out what they have done and asking them to detail the exact process by which they created the Sky voice. Consequently, OpenAI reluctantly agreed to take down the Sky voice. In a time where we all are grappling with deepfakes and the protection of our own likeness, our own work, our own identities, I believe these are questions that deserve absolute clarity. I look forward to resolution in the form of transparency and the passage of appropriate legislation to help ensure that individual rights are protected. Okay, so I really don't know what to say about this. I really don't know what to say about this. I was about Scarlett Johansson and Mr. Altman, the founder of Open OpenAI ChatGPT. I really have no comment on this one. I really have no comment on this. All right, time check. It's 7:56. We still have time to cover more tech headlines for what's on the cafe.
Good evening, everyone. The highlights of the news this Thursday. Traffic accident. A Beaver County man is being held for murder. And more labor.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh yes, guys. Microsoft is adding a new event-based feature to Power Toys for Windows 11 that can convert your clipboard content on the fly with the power of AI. The new feature can help people speed up their workflows by doing things like copying code in one language and pasting it in another, although its best tricks require OpenAI API credits. Events Paste is included in Power Toys version 0.81 and once enabled, can be activated with a special key command Windows key plus Shift and V. So Windows key Shift V. That opens an advanced paste text window that offers paste conversion options including plain text, markdown, and JSON. If you enable paste with AI in the advanced paste settings, you also see an open AI prompt where you can enter the conversion you want. Summarize text, translations, generated code, a rewrite from casual to professional style, Yoda syntax, or whatever you can think to ask for. These are there are prerequisites to use the feature though. You will need to add an open AI API key in Power Toys, and you will need to buy credits for your open AI account if you don't have any. Keep that in mind, huh? Keep that in mind, huh? API credits are different from a paid ChatGPT account. Once again, API credits are different from a paid ChatGPT account. It's not the same, huh? It's not the same, huh? Paid ChatGPT account means you are subscribed to the paid subscription for ChatGPT, huh? It's not the same, huh? When buying, when it comes to buying API credits, huh? You still need to buy it separately for API credits. Okay, looks like we are running out of time now for TVH Network viewers, so it's time to say goodbye to TVH. So bye-bye TVH, I'll see you all tomorrow for another cafe session. Bye-bye TVH, bye-bye. Alright, now let's continue with another round of tech headlines. Okay, so let's continue now with additional tech headlines. Microsoft is bringing Windows volumetric apps to Meta Quest headsets. You can already beam your flat Windows desktop and its VR games onto your Meta Quest headset. But what if Windows could send HoloLens like 3D apps and digital objects to the headset too? At Build, Microsoft has just announced Windows volumetric apps on MetaQuest, a way to extend Windows apps into 3D space. Details are slim, but the company showed off a digital exploded 3D view of an Xbox controller from the perspective of a MetaQuest 3 headset, a digital object you could manipulate with your hands, and says it took its software partner Creo a single day to bring that interactive visualization to Quest. Microsoft says devs can sign up for the developer preview today, which will give you access to an unnamed volumetric API. Microsoft is looking for developers that can produce or provide plugins for 3D Windows desktop applications or customers that work with 3D applications on Windows desktop applications who are interested in extending those applications into 3D content with mixed reality. It's only been a few months since Microsoft ditched its previous Windows Mixed Reality Intuitive, which relied on an array of Windows PC partners to build wired handsets that users would plug directly into a PC. In April, Microsoft partnered with Meta on a limited run Xbox Team version of a Meta Quest, and it introduced Office apps in Quest VR and Xbox Cloud Gaming in Quest VR last December. While other PC makers have begun licensing Meta's Quest operating system for their own upcoming headsets, a more direct partnership between LG and Meta is reportedly on the rocks. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. The font looks different on GSM Arena. Wow. Now let's get into smartphone headlines, guys. Now let's get into smartphone news. This is coming from GSM Arena and a tipster on Weibo. The iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max are getting a substantial camera upgrade. The former is supposed to get a new 48 megapixel ultra-wide camera with better capabilities, while the latter is also getting the 15 Pro Max 5x tetra prism telephoto module. These corroborate previous rumors of 5x zoom camera on the 16 Pro from analyst Minchi Kuo. And as for the 48 megapixel ultra-wide rumor, it emerged in October last year. The Weibo post clarifies that the 16 Pro Max won't get a zoom upgrade though, so the two Pros will have a matching telephoto camera this year. The Sony Xperia 1 6th generation has just been released, and Insider Sony on X posted a surprisingly detailed report on Sony's upcoming top-tier smartphone, the Xperia Pro C. The headset will succeed the Xperia Pro I and will bring plenty of changes. perhaps the most interesting bit is the upcoming Pro C will adopt a smaller 6-inch display instead of 6.5 and will feature a special anti-reflection coating. 2K resolution is also on the menu, matching the current Xperia 1 6th generation. The phone will be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 and will have 12 gigs of RAM and 256GB of storage in its base version. The camera system is also detailed. Sorry for the sudden stop, since I was called that they're leaving the house. Let's continue. The camera system is also detailed in the report. The main camera features a 1-inch 50 megapixel sensor paired with a 20mm or 20mm f1.8 f optically stabilized lens. The system will also support 12-bit RAW and 40-bit DCG RAW formats. The main unit will be complemented by two 12-megapixel cameras. Surprisingly, one of them is also going to have a 20mm lens, but with a smaller 1/2.9 inch sensor and f2.0 aperture. We are not quite sure what the intended use of that module is, and the tipster shares no further details about it. The other 12-megapixel camera will come with a 4K at 120 frames per second 10-bit 420s log gamma curve and the HLG recording capabilities. The leak doesn't mention an ultra-wide camera or a telephoto unit, and judging by the information presented so far, the Pro C might omit those altogether. Lastly, the device will run on the 5000 mAh battery, supporting 45-watt charging over the power delivery protocol. Alright, so we are almost done with the tech headlines, and then we will go another short break before we can cover anime headlines if we don't have any new submissions for Cafe Q&A. Okay, actually, I might cover esports news sometimes if in case I have run up of tech headlines. So let's cover the esports news now. Thanks. This is coming from Steven, who posted in Yo server just 4 minutes ago. Team Secret, our esports team, Warbirds is no longer the coach of Team Secret. So yes, this is unfortunate that he is no longer the coach. Even though I really don't have interest in esports for me, maybe I have different interests, I guess. But that's sad. I can say that's sad. Okay, now let's get back to some tech headlines with more smartphone news. Okay, so looks like there's nothing much to cover for tech headlines now, so I guess we can now move on to talking what am I going to do next for the cafe here. Let's see if I can get TJ Sen to join me on the cafe if he's available. Let's see if I can get Sen. It feels boring. I don't know why, but it feels boring to me that our co-host Dreamcar not with me because again he's again as I said yesterday, he is busy with practicing Tagalog news with he's busy with practicing Tagalog for news broadcasting. So I understand why he's on the leave right now. Okay, so guys. We have one more tech headline before we can close the tech news segment on What's on the Cafe. So this will be the last headline for tech headline for tonight. Big Star Eyes Universe shares some details about the upcoming Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. The phone will have a less visible crease on the internal display and will have a redesigned camera island. Recent reports indicate that the Galaxy Z Flip 6 will also have a smaller crease. They attribute that to a thicker UDG going from 30 QM, I don't know if I get it right, to 50 QM will make the crease less pronounced. Apparently, the reports also state that the hinge design is the same as last year, though a redesign is coming with the Z Flip 7. Anyway, Samsung may have used the same approach for the Z Fold 6 too. The new model will reportedly be substantially thinner and lighter, which might not leave room for a hinge redesign. Moving on to the camera, I shared a close-up of one of the lenses, which now has a ring with a groove texture around it. The Z Fold 5 has only a small metal ring around lenses. This allegedly shows the Galaxy Z Fold 5, but that is supposed to have the same cameras as the Z Fold 6. It's the Galaxy Z Fold 6 Ultra that is supposed to bring upgrades like the 200 megapixel ISO cell HP2 sensor, which is the one that is used in the S23 Ultra and S24 Ultra. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6, however many of them there are, the Galaxy Z, the Z Flip 6, and other new gadgets are expected to be unveiled in early July. And that is all for the tech headlines on What's on the Cafe segment, and now we will be taking a short break before we can move on to anime and entertainment headlines right here on What's on the Cafe, so stick around. The cafe will be taking a short break. We will be right back.
Huwag maglilipad, magbabalik pa
Ang iyong paboritong programa.
Mountain Dew. Do the do. Play the do.
Champion Blue Bar, mas pinabango. Mas pinabango. Mas pinabango.
Ang paretang nagpapaputi, mas pinabango pa kesa dati. Abot kaya pa rin.
Champion Blue Bar, mas pinabango.
Whirlpool Appliances brings you a new era of home living, where we are all about sensing what matters. elevating your lifestyle has never been easier. From Whirlpool washers that adapt to your laundry needs, to refrigerators that extend the freshness of your food items. As an American pride for over 110 years, Whirlpool is dedicated to creating innovations that truly matter. Experience the Whirlpool Sixth Sense innovation. Whirlpool, sensing what matters today. Making your world a little easier. Whirlpool.
Do it with Ann Curtis.
Di ko kayang tanggapin ang sipon, headache at sisig. Di pwede yan, sis. Dapat gamutin mo agad ang sipon.
Okay pa ako, Ad. Kaya pa naman.
Girl, dapat sa sipon, mag-Neosep Forte agad para kompletong ginawa sa lahat ng sintomas ng sipon. Ngayon wala na ang sipon ka.
Neosep Forte para sa kumpletong ginhawa sa lahat ng sintomas ng sipon.
Alagang Unilab yan.
Phenylephrine HCl chlorphenin Nalgene paracetamol is the generic name of Neosep Forte. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Aray! 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 Manny Pacquiao po, sa araw-araw na laban, kahit maliit na aray, pag binaliwala, baka di ka na makasabay. Alaksan if aragad. Diretso sa pinagmula ng sakit ng katawan. Sa maliit o malaking aray, alaksan if aragad.
Unilab yan.
Ibuprofen paracetamol is the generic name of Alaxan FR. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Nanalo ako ng Hilux! Ako, Honda PCX! Share ko! 5 at 10 piso! Daming ko premyo!
Mga kabarangay, si Heaven Peralejo to. Lamang ang panalo, Hinebra Ensenado 2024. Mas pinalaki ang prices kesa last year. Bumili ng Hinebra San Miguel o GSM Blue. Tignan ang ilalim ng cup o selyo, magka-chance manalo at i-redeem sa redemption store.
Lamang ang panalo!
Sali na!
Terms and conditions apply. See posters for more details. Promo runs from March 16 to June 30, 2024. For DOH at PSFR permit number 0221 series of 2024. Drink responsibly.
Kay Ponatics Herlin Budol po. Dati, nagtatakip ng kilikili. Pero bago sumali ng beauty contest, nag-Silka Whitening Deodorant ako. Ayun, nakapag-bathe na. Ito ay may kinis puti extracts with papaya enzyme at niacinamide. Kita ang puti in as early as 7 days with regular use. Silka Whitening Deodorant. Kilikili puting walang budol.
Hello?
Ang sakit.
Bakit? May problema na naman kayo ni John?
Hindi. Dysmenorrhea, toothache, tsaka migraine.
Pag ganyang pain, may right methanoic acid para dyan.
Meron? Di ko inakala. Pwes, break na tayo, mahal na presyo.
Kaya hanapin ang pinakabinibili na mefenamic acid. RightMed, de kalidad, abot kaya.
Yung may check ang RightMed, di ba?
Check ka dyan.
RightMed mefenamic acid. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Naghahanap ba kayo ng DJ pero hindi pala siya nagsasalita?
What?
Nagagawa lang yan ng Cool FM with your DJ, Chit Chit Merienda. Dito lang yan sa Chat with Chit every Saturdays and Sundays sa 99.5 Cool FM. Mapapakool ka dito!
Robust Dietary Supplement for Men. Sabi nila, ang tunay na lalaki, matibay, magaling, at matigas. Samahan pa ng Robust. Gawa ito sa Epimedium Extract, L-Arginine, Songaria Cynomorium at GABA with proper diet and exercise. Para makasiguro, bumili sa mga Mercury Drugstores nationwide. Robust, 70 pesos SRP per tablet lamang. Robust, para sa mga kalalakihan. Hatid sa inyo ng ATC Healthcare International Corporation. Mahalagang paalala, ang Robust ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Cool FM number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Nationwide!
Welcome back to Asphere's Cafe. All right, so before we continue with what's on the cafe segment, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. An unexpected Qatar news happened earlier ago during Cool News at 6 p.m. because Geometric reported that our Cool FM DJ, GJG, broke the elevator in PCFE Chapel Church. Oh no! It's true, guys. It's true. It is true. Geometric reported live earlier on Cool News at 6 p.m. during his satire news segment. And I'm going to play in a bit, huh? I'm going to play in a bit. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true, guys. It's true. Geometric reported this during Cool News at 6 p.m. live. Oh no. Oh no. I would like to inform the audience right now that what you're about to hear, what you said right now contains foreign language. So once again, this is just a content warning, huh? Foreign language is part of his sentence that aired earlier during Cold News at 6. In the meantime, here's what you have to say. Once again, foreign language. Be warned.
Meanwhile, our DJ GJG has broken the fucking elevator. What the fuck is wrong with him? He broke the elevator to the MSRI or Morningstar Radio Incorporated building. Studio rather. He broke the fucking elevator. How the fuck are we supposed to go up? Therapy didn't even make a fucking stairs. Therapy, you're so fucking stupid. Bobo ka ba, Therapy? Bobo ka ba?
Yeah, there you go. So that's what Geometric that's what Geometric literally said during our Cool News at 6 p.m. bulletin. This is just insane that he said it. This is just insane that he said it in a live broadcast of Cool News at 6 p.m. earlier. Good, what a way, Geometric. But yeah, once again, it's unfortunate to hear that our DJ GJG broke the elevator in MSRI or BCFE Chapel Church. Yikes. 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 Okay, now let's continue with what's on the conference, starting with anime entertainment news. Alright, first, anime news. The official website for Token Ren Bukai Kaiyoden Moyuru Honmoji, the anime adaptation of the Yuken Ren Kaiyoden Moyuru Honnoji play, revealed on Tuesday that a prequel anime entitled Yoken Rambu Donden Chikashi Samurai Era Yumonora will screen in theaters in Japan for 3 weeks only, starting on August 16th. The website unveiled a trailer and visual. So it looks pretty cool. I don't know if Therapy can download the image. I'll send it in Sunny Corner right now. So yeah. So yeah, there you go. So what you're seeing on the screen, if Therapy does bring it up, is the anime visual of the prequel itself. The prequel will have the same cast and stuff as the Yoken Dukai Kyoden Moyuru Hon Noji anime. The original story will focus on Ishikiri Hasebe. The 8th and final episode of Yoken Rambukai Kyoden Moyuru Hon Noji aired on Tuesday. So it is an 8 episode anime that premiere on April 2 on Japanese networks, Tokyo MX, DS11, and other channels at 11 p.m. Japanese Standard Time. So once again, if it's being seen on the stream, that's the prequel anime virtual what you're seeing on the screen right now. So it looks nice. It looks nice, and it is set to screen in Japan on August 16th. Nintendo announced on Tuesday that it has entered into an agreement with Embracer Group AB to acquire 100% of the outstanding shares of Miami-based game developer Shiver Entertainment Incorporated and make it a wholly owned subsidiary. With Shiver, Nintendo plans to secure resources for porting and developing games. Shiver will continue to port and develop software for multiple platforms even after becoming part of the Nintendo Group. Nintendo's acquisition will be completed after all relevant customary closing conditions are satisfied. Toho Animation announced on Wednesday that Shun Yumisawa's The Darwin Incident or Darwin Hijen manga will get an anime adaptation. A new official X or Twitter account opened and unveiled a teaser visual. So I will be sending the link again. So if you mind, we show the visual of the teaser visual which I just sent in Sunny Corner. Okay, so I think it should be up by then. If it is up, so if it is up, there you go. There you go. There's the teaser visual which we are seeing on the screen right now. So that is the Darwin Incident teaser visual, which looks promising, and I like it. But they have original creator Yumisawa shared an illustration to commemorate the announcement, which, if you look here, it's in Japanese, by the way. So there's the ghost and behind, and also the character behind there. It looks nice. I like it. Yeah, it does look nice. And this is coming from Hollywood Reporter. Adam Wingard will not return for next Godzilla X Kong film. The Hollywood Reporter reported on Tuesday that director Adam Wingard will not return for the third film installment of Warner Brothers and Legendary Entertainment's Godzilla X Kong film series due to timing issues. The report describes Wingard's departure as amicable, with the companies leaving the door open for a future return. Wingard is reportedly planning to direct an original movie titled Onslaught Onslaught this fall. I don't even know how to pronounce it. If my bad if I can't get it right. Let's continue before taking on any other projects. The Hollywood Reporter previously reported that screenwriter David Callahan, who is known for his work Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse films, will write the script for the series' third film. And ladies and gentlemen, that will be it for the What's on the Cabinet segment, and it's the right timing to wrap up the show. So that is set for Asphere's Cafe. As always, thank you so much for joining with me this evening. I will be back tomorrow with more Asphere's Cafe sessions, and of course we will continue to bring you more what's happening in technology industry and of course anime and entertainment news. Until tomorrow, I am Asphere and the cafe is now closed. I'll see you all tomorrow, and coming up next it's Hang Out with Mamon, and for TVH Network viewers right now watching Asphere's Cafe, we will redirect you to Hang Out with Mamon live stream after this live stream ends. Goodbye for now. Good night.